Welcome to the 2023 intro to the Battle Bunker season. So we're here in the Bellport Battle Bunker, and we have a real treat. We have a bunch of players that have been assembled, and we're playing a huge apocalypse battle. It's 36,000 points in total. Each team of 4 has 18,000 points. So I'm going to start off with the Imperium side. We have the 3rd Battle Company of the Crimson Fist. It's being led by the warlord Pedro Cantor, and it's basically a bunch of armor. It's all firstborn, and I got a whole bunch of Terminators up in Deep Strike. I got some guys in tanks, and we're going to see what we do. I'm facing off directly against the Orks, my sworn enemy, so it should be a bloody affair right out of the gate.
Hey, I'm Brendan Walden. I'm bringing the Adeptus Custodes, the Emperor's Chosen Battalion detachment. I got Trajan Valoris is leading the army with we got a Blade Champion and a captain on a bike with assorted infantry squads in there, swords and boards, dreadnought. Got a Imperial Assassin, a Vindicator Assassin. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got the smallest footprint, smallest army probably on the table. Maybe not model count-wise, but pretty small. But yeah, it's based because Henry Cavill plays Custodes, so I figure we're the same person almost because I play these guys. So that's it.
Hey, Matt Rendar. This is my 3,000 points of the 64th Catachan. Just to give a quick overview, I got a 1-tank commander, command squad, and a Chimera. I got 5 Chimeras with Catachan squads in there, Imperial Guard. I have 1 Chimera with 6 Bulgarins getting ready to jump out. 3 Leman Russ squadrons. I got the 2 Vanquishers, and I got 2 other Russes, and then I have a Punisher and a regular Russ. And then I have the first time ever seen and used a Bane Blade ready to rock and roll, and then I have a Vendetta flying high looking for targets. So that's my 3,000 points of mechanized fury.
I'm Bob. How you doing? I'm bringing Tao. Basically taking a Farsight Enclave because he's here to help the Imperium for the greater good, because everybody hates Chaos and Orks, and we're just going to bring as much firepower as we can and see if we can throw it to evil. Everyone hates the Tau anyway, so there's no reason to go any further. It's just a lot of big mechs and a lot of little guys and a lot of bloodshed. We'll see what we can do.
How you doing? My name is Riley. I'm playing World Eaters. I've got about 75 Berserkers ready to get up the board and play a game of tag that the Tau do not want to play. I have a couple fast-moving Helldrakes and 1 Greater Brass Scorpion to hopefully kill something big before he dies.
Hey, I'm Connor. I'm bringing some Chaos Demons to the battle. We got some big demons coming in. We got Bellport, Fate Weaver, and a couple Soul Grinders on the board. And then hanging out in the Warp, we got 3 Bloodthirsters ready to come and take some skulls. Yeah, usually I use the Tyranids, so this is actually just took the plastic off the Demons Codex, so first time playing them in addition.
Okay, I'm Scott. I guess I'm Lex Luthor since I'm facing Henry Cavill on the other side. I have the smallest army of the day, whopping 7 guys, the Chaos Knights. We got a nice Nurgle guy, some Slanesh, and then someone who can't decide whether he's Nurgle or Zinch. Our goal this game is that they all survive to the 2nd turn, or in at least one model makes it to the 3rd turn.
Yo, this is Mike, a.k.a. Baron von Crump, or the Baron for short. We have 2 waves of orcs, because even in Apocalypse, they cannot fit all of the orc goodness that's here. It's all DACA. I'm running Bad Moons. I have kill tanks, 2 kill tanks, 2 kill blasters, 1 kill burster, 1's in reserve, 3 stompers, 2 of them custom, they're in reserve, Gorkanaut, Morkanaut, Battle Wagon, Gun Wagon, Kill Rig, Mech Guns, Kill Cannons on the Mecha Dreads, bikes, and it's actually 5,997 because I could not find 3 points.
We're at the middle point of the turn 1. We just had the Orks and the Chaos did their moves, shooting, psychic, and assault. So I'm going to toss it over to Mike because he was able to do some damage to some of my guys, but was unable to get a charge off. So Mike, tell us what happened here.
All right, before I started, I actually got whittled down from the snapshot phase. I brought the kill rig down to 5 wounds. New model syndrome is an actual thing. I lost 3 wounds on the Stomper, and then we moved up. We focused fire on that Land Raider, and that Land Raider, that plane. Did the most success here, took that down to 7 wounds. That's from the battle wagon, the gun wagon, and the kill rigs, the kill tanks. Stomper dumped everything it could into the plane. It's not good enough. So we'll see what happens.
So he was able to get some shooting off. My Storm Raven definitely was dodging and weaving, but there's a couple of, he got one good rocket shot, I think, on there, right? Something hit it big. So we got some damage. The Land Raider is hurt. And we're going to move on to the next set of the board in the middle and see what happened with the Custodes and the Chaos Knights.
So the Knights tried to do a little bit of shooting into those guys, but it did not do much at all. They did, however, take, 2 Conquerors out, some other Limb and Rust tank, and then did a lot of damage on the Bane Blade from over there. So, decent turn of shooting.
Yeah, over here the only thing the Custodes did was they prevented a charge from the Knight with Psych Out grenades with command points, which probably saved some lives. So, that's it.
Alright, for the demons, we had Bellport cast Shrouded Step on these Bloodletters, and they charged into a Lehman Russ and took out a tank.
So down here in the front lines of the Imperial Guard, my commander, Miguel Whitman, got blown to pieces by a Knight. My other 2 Vanquishers on standby looking for targets got evaporated. My other Lehman Russ, nicely, 3 days of preparation, camo netting, nicely nestled inside the building. He got eviscerated by a bunch of demons that spawned into it. The rest of the Imperial Guard took, it actually exploded in a giant explosion of fire and damaged a bunch of more vehicles, decapitated like 3 Bloodletters, and now everybody's quietly saying prayers as they ready their melter guns to kill the demons. That is it.
The Bane Blade?
Oh yeah, the Bane Blade in the beginning fired. What the hell did it shoot? Oh, the Red Scorpion did a bunch of damage to that, and now the Chicken of Hell has flown down and is attacking.
And has 21 wounds.
Yeah, and the Rust, not the Rust. The Bane Blade got 21. Yeah, we're gonna leave that out. 21 wounds from one of those Chaos Knights over there.
What was that did that? What kind of
It
weapon?
was an evil.
The Diamonus.
Evil. I don't believe in it, so it doesn't exist.
Scary. And he rolled low.
That's the end of my communication.
All right, well, the Tau, they did their best to start shooting and take things out, but the forces of chaos have worked their way into our front lines already. Some of our Pathfinders and our Fire Warriors graciously gave themselves for the greater good to slow down what they could, and now it's about to get hairy as we have to try and fight off this horde of Chaos Corn Berserkers coming into our face. See if Farsight can countercharge and fight them off.
The World Eaters, we basically got our Brass Scorpion up there. It got knocked down to 10 wounds remaining from a lot of shooting and Overwatch. We've lost 1 Helidrake, 1 squad of Warp Talons. But we have gotten into combat with 2 Demon Princes, the Greater Brass Scorpion, and now we just got to weather the storm of a mass amount of shooting.
All right, so now we're going to go into the bottom of turn 1, the Imperium's return fire. Bottom of turn 1, so the Crimson Fists have moved, shot, and I actually got 2 Land Raiders that got into assault. So let's get a little recap. We were able to shoot down a kill rig that was wounded from the first turn of snap shooting. I was able to destroy a battle wagon with my Storm Raven that flew up and used its multi-multis and Storm Strike missiles, assisted by a couple of Land Raider las cannons, Godhammer pattern. We took the big Stomper down, and there was a bunch of beast snagger boys inside that spilled out, and that was a little bit of a surprise. And then we were able to shoot them with some bullets, some bolters, and there was 1 guy left at the end, and I think that's when the Land Raider ran him over, right? The Land Raider got him, Mike. And we tried to assault some cannons you had over here in the ruins behind the Imperial statue, but we were unable to do any wounds. So we're in contact there. We're trying to block a couple of choke points here, trying to force the Orcs into some zones and keep them away from our objective. The whole goal is here to protect these objectives that are in the Imperial's deployment zone. So we killed 3 big vehicles and a squad of beast snaggers and did a couple of damage points to a couple of a Mega Dread and some bikes.
Yep.
But Mike is ready to bring on, in his second turn, the top of turn 2, he's ready to bring on a couple more Stompers. He's got a lot of stuff that unfortunately could not fit in the deployment zone, but now will be coming on after he does his movement. So that's the Crimson Fist. We're able to fight back and take a little chunk out of the Orc army, and we'll see what we got for turn 2.
All right, so bottom of turn 1 for Imperium side. The Custodes did some shooting. I managed to wound the big knight here with basically bolters. The Vindicare Assassin missed his shots. We got reserves for turn 2, but nothing yet. All my guys here shot, did a couple wounds. Bikes got shot up, they charged. Got this knight down to about 2 wounds left. This guy I barely did anything to. Sorry, Lord Cavill, I failed you in killing the knight.
All right, the forces of chaos have reached the defense line. We took heavy losses in combat and have repelled the first wave with the Tau and the massive amount of guns and the massive amount of shooting. However, this brass scorpion has decided it doesn't want to die, and God Almighty does inflict a lot of wounds.
Was it down to 2 wounds?
It's down to 3 wounds remaining. We'll see what we can do in combat next turn. The forces of goodness, the greater good, must prevail. Corn is stupid.
True Trow fashion, they have a lot of fucking bullets. A lot of bullets. And he decided to try to kill a Leviathan Dreadnought that just did not want to die. Greater Brass Scorpion is in combat and causing chaos in his back.
With the 64th Catachan, I'm a master strategist. I am a veteran of thousands of campaigns and endless wars. In this round, I hardly did anything. I killed the evil chicken, and I put a bunch of rounds and wounds on that Chaos Knight filth. That's all I did. And I killed a couple bloodletters, and that was it. Vengeance next turn. Vengeance.
All right, so reserves came in off the board edge, including Gaz and Makari, 2 custom stompers, and we were able to take out 1, 2, 3 land raiders and a demolisher, I believe. And luckily, at least 2 out of the 3 of them blew up and caused mortal wounds all to the back line. I caught a couple myself, but we're out here and we're ready to go.
Yeah, if you notice, there's a lot of dice over there that he had a well-placed shot on that Predator Destructor, caused a lot of damage to a lot of nearby units. But Mike did beat me this turn. He got 5 unit kills to my 4. So we'll see what happens at the bottom of the turn.
And the boss is on the table. So
Yeah, I don't know why he was off the table. Pedro was on, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to make a beeline right at him.
let's go.
Okay, the Knights of the Word had a good turn. The Crimson Fist, decided to mouth off a little bit, so they got blasted by the Diomus. Helped with the Land Raider.
Yeah, but you didn't kill it.
No, I just took down 9 wounds.
You did do it.
Then took out one of his tanks just for fun, and then continued the battle, but it didn't go so well against the Custodes. They're actually holding the line, and only took 1 out this turn. Oh, and took out the Baneblade, so that was good.
And when he says take out my Razorback, he didn't really destroy it. It's just got a little damage to the track, so we had to exit it, but we're okay.
Yeah, it's
So for the Custodes,
it's
we
leftover parts.
we held the line. We lost a lot of bikes over here. We lost our captain on the jet bike, so we're down to just 1 model there. And we are currently turtled in the building, just trying to survive the onslaught.
All right, we came in from the warp with 2 of our Bloodthirsters and Scarbrand, chopped up some crisis suits. The Greater Brass Scorpion exploded over here and did some damage to us. But, the demons came in, killed some tanks, and the flyer that was flying in our lines.
And the Khorne evil berserker / demon army has now broken the lines of the Tau. We are very close to breaking point. We have our last stand. We have to get as much damage put in this turn to see if we can hold the line, but it's not looking good. We have one last hope, and we'll see what we can do. Oh, the Tau are desperately holding onto the line. We took out multiple squads of berserkers, took out a few vehicles, took out a few horrible nasties, but they just keep coming, and they keep coming, and they keep coming. It won't be long. The drums. It's over.
Are they on any objectives?
They are stupid. No, we're holding hard on the objectives.
Then you're
But
good. Then you're
but
good.
Khorne is still stupid.
No, I got one.
I got 2.
Yeah, I got one over there from the Imperial Guard.
That's not yours.
Still got one?
Yeah, still
All
mine.
We had Be'lakor over here, the Shadow Lord, taking on the Taunar, and he survived the onslaught of a fully functional Taunar.
My Imperial Guard, they all dumped out, ran into some what are they? What the hell?
Meat grinder?
Yeah, those guys killed like 2, and they turned around and killed like 7. So gotta write a lot of letters home. And what do you call it over here? My Vendetta swooped in, did nothing, whipped Goose and Maverick, did nothing, and then a bunch of Bullgrins just dumped out and smited a bunch of bloodletters, right? Sent them back to the Neverworld.
Looks like you cleared the objective.
Yo, I had to, man. It's fucking, the Emperor's not gonna be happy with me.
All right, we got the Cavill's Custodes over here. We did some damage. We got rid of one of the, what was it, the Glocken Dreadnought.
Abomination.
He
whatever.
exploded. He took out one model, one Custode, so not so bad. We got him down to 1 wound. Him down to also 1 wound, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
or two.
So they're barely hanging on. Blade Champion really fucked up that Dreadnought, so it was really cool. I'm just bragging about anything I can get. That's it. About to go to top of 3.
Knights of the Word still have the 2 there though, that everyone wants to kill.
You still hold the objective, though, right?
Yep, I still hold the objective over here. Yep.
All right, we're on the left flank here, and the Crimson Fist tried to do a little assisted back into the middle of the field. We dumped some guys out of the Storm Raven, the Chaplain, and the Terminators, and they were able to dispatch a battle wagon between the shooting and the assault. And there was some bikes over there, right, too? And we got a bunch of, I think the Centurions popped out of the Land Raider Crusader and was able to put a lot of shots into bikes. There was only a couple left at that point. Some guys spilled out of a kill tank. Did we kill a kill tank with some las cannon fire? Yeah, the 2 Predator Annihilators.
Kill burster.
And who jumped out of that? What was the squad?
A unit of 12 boys. 4 died out of the wagon, and then 4 more died in the shooting. A couple ran away in and morale. There are 3 guys left.
Still holding, right?
Yep.
And you still have
Also,
stuff
Mega
off the
Dread.
field. Oh, and a
Mega
Mega
Dread.
Dread. That's right. We shot the
Mega
Mega Dread got
Dread
popped by the multi-melters. I think they did
Yes.
some nice damage on that one.
Yeah.
And
Behind that char.
yeah, I started shifting over here to the right to try to help out and assist in the middle of the field because the Chaos Knights from Scott seem to be getting some work done. Connor in the middle of the field. So we're holding our own objective. We got 2 objectives we're trying to protect over here. And I think, Mike, you still have how many units in reserve? You still have 3 big units, right? 1 kill tank,
One kill tank, a unit of bikes, and a cannon wagon.
kill wagon. All right. So and Gazgo's on the field now.
Gazgo's on the field.
And Cantor is in this Land Raider Redeemer, so we're trying to get there. We're gonna see if we can get a matchup.
Yeah, we'll try that.
We're in there
And,
now.
we're going into the top of turn 3, so we'll see what the Orcs can do on this flank and see if the Tau can hold on the right flank. And the Tau and the guard and Custodes in the middle. So big turn here for the big push for the Chaos and Orcs.
Yeah, you want some?
And we'll see if we can keep them off our objectives.
27.
Turn 3 coming up.
So everything moved up. We were able to take out a Land Raider back there. We were able to take out a Vindicator, I believe. Razorback. Another Razorback, and there was
Storm Raven.
Storm Raven was shot by Chaos.
Knights of the Word.
And we got 2 charges off. Gorkanaut into the Razorback and the Morkanaut into the Terminators, and the Chaplain ended up
down
taking
to
out
2 Terminators, right?
No, you have 3 Terminators left.
So you killed 2 and you wounded the Chaplain.
And
with
wounded
the
the
mortal
Chaplain.
wounds. And then the Storm Raven that tried to fly across the
Oh,
battlefield.
and we killed an Ironclad Dreadnought.
Yeah, he got popped after the Storm Raven got knocked out of the air, right? He fell
Yep.
to the ground and then he got popped
And then the
by he got popped by the Decepticon guy, right?
Yep.
And then I deep struck Terminators way over there in the corner, over there by the World Eaters. My captain was killed by a Soul Grinder, right, Connor?
Yeah, Soul Grinder came out.
Charge into the Soul Grinder, caught him, got the captain, and then my Terminators were surrounded. You got to fight twice?
Twice.
And I only got 1 dude left in that ruin way over there. All right, so we are at the middle of turn 3. Let's see how they did in the middle of the battlefield with the Chaos Knights and the Custodes.
So the Knights of the Word shot down the Storm Raven. We lost another knight, but he took down the Custodians that were with him in his anger of going.
I lost the last of my jet bikes to the explosion of the knight, but we did take him down. I did lose a whole Warden squad to the Demon Prince, and I still got Trajan Valoris with all the Terminators and the Dreadnought still. Blade Champion still kicking.
You're still holding your objective.
So we're gonna go kill this demon.
All right, we brought in some Bloodletters over here to do some fresh battle with the Ogrins on the objective, and then we got some Blood Crushers come in and try to mop up some of the Garbins that were standing over here.
And mopping up they did.
Oh yeah. And then Scarbrand one-on-one the Taunar after he was viciously crippled by the World Eaters and is now standing on his corpse. And then we had the Soul Grinder fight the Captain that deep struck in the backfield.
And have you taken over any objectives?
Yeah,
You got
they're on
one?
the
Or
one, yeah.
not on
I
it
don't know
yet?
if that one's contested, and then we got the World Eaters got this one last turn.
Well, what you got left of the Tau is basically Farsight and 2 of his lesser commanders, a couple of their drones, actually 2 units of 2 Fire Warriors left, and 1 broadside holding out, and we've pretty much just gotten annihilated. We've lost the line.
Okay, so we just finished turn 3. We're at the bottom of the turn, and the Crimson Fists have killed a Morkanaut over here in the corner,
Morkanaut.
and
You got nothing
a bunch of
hiding
bikes that are behind the terrain over there. We shot them with some arrows. The Redeemer went up into the middle of the field and was able to get that. We were able to swamp this middle board here. We did 4 wounds to Gaz, right?
Yep, 4 wounds to
Took some
Gasco.
shots. Yep. So he's got 4 wounds on him. That's it. We
No, you killed the mech guns,
killed some mech guns. Yeah, they were in the
and you
the
took
terrain
wounds
there,
off
right?
of the Gorkanaut.
And that Gorkanaut of Dreadnoughts failed to kill him. So I got Pedro that's still inside the Land Raider Redeemer. So he's ready to come out.
And the Morkanaut exploded and took out some Terminators.
So there was a couple of guys that popped out of the Morkanaut that was destroyed.
Do it. Bring it. Yeah, so the Custodes just bitch slapped a couple demons. I had a venerable contemplative.
greater demons.
Oh yeah, one of them was like
demons.
a greater.
Did one of them have a name?
What was the one that had the name?
Who's the chicken guy?
Fate Weaver got killed by a
Kairos
dreadnought.
Fate Weaver,
Fate Weaver.
Oracle of Zinch.
Oh, apparently that guy didn't read his runes.
That guy had like 4 surnames and still died.
I think he took 50 wounds.
There was a
from
Bloodthirster thing that
himself out of this dimension.
fought against the Blade Champion and Valoris and the Terminators, and that wasn't even a contest.
Were
so
there a few more
they died.
custodians over there?
I mean, I lost a couple, but you know,
We
no
also
biggie.
had a multiple explosion.
Oh yeah, we
knight
killed
tank.
more of the knights over
But
here.
that
You
took
know.
out 2 tanks and a bunch of guys with it.
Yeah, it did. They
Those
were
tanks
guard
are
though.
expendable.
They're guards. That's okay. Yeah, so that's it. Now we're charging just to try to get this wrapped up. So we're gonna charge this thing. What's this thing's name?
He's a Bloodthirster.
Oh, it's just it's a run of the mill bloodthirster.
It should be a regular Bloodthirster.
Okay, all right. So he's gonna die next. All right. For Henry Cavill. All right.
All right, so let's go over to Matt. What do you got? Did you lose any tanks? Looks like you still
Yeah,
on to your
man,
objective.
you know the
Still got
what do
it.
you call it? The
Catachan
night, the Chaos Knight went nuclear and blew a bunch of vehicles up, and Catachans are running and screaming, trying to make sense of their lives. And that's it. I just shot a lot of rounds, and that was it. I shot some good rounds into Fate Weaver, but those Glory Hound custodians lopped its head off. So,
Stole the kill.
Well, it looks like we got 4 objectives that are in our control, or at least not in their control, so we're doing good on this half. Let's go take a look at the Tau. How'd you guys do over here on this side? We're on the right flank. Bob, looks like you took back your objective that they got.
Farsight and the glory of his command took back the objective that was taken by the Corn Berserkers. On a glorious last stand, we are going to recreate the 8, and I believe these 2 commanders will be joining the 8 very soon, as they fought valiantly and defeated, or briefly defeated, the forces of chaos. But they are still coming in waves.
So it looks like the Chaos and Orks are in control of 1 of the objectives, but we got the other 6. So
No,
You got 2.
oh, you got 2. Oh, it's right over here. Let's take a little pan action over here. Looks like Bellport and his Blood Crushers have swarmed over this one. All right, we're still battling here. We've been going for about, I don't know, 10 hours. Going on 10th hour. All right, let's get this bad boy going. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Turn 4 coming up.
All right, so I called the Wa,
It's an easy game.
and we were able to shoot down some of the tactical squad. Not enough to do what I wanted to do. I was able to shoot a land speeder. We recharged the Centurions after shooting them down a little bit. We charged this lone Terminator over there. We took some wounds off of the Razorbacks in the back. Gaz charged the tactical squad. The Gorkanaut recharged the Dreadnought. The Stomper charged one of the tanks. We popped the tank. The Dreadnought still stands. The tactical squad is gone. Gaz is standing there in the open. And was trying to close in, but the Crimson Fists are holding.
Yeah, so we didn't do any damage to Gaz in the assault phase, so he still only has those 4 wounds from that previous shooting phase. And you did get that Centurion Devastator squad down to 1 wound, 1 guy left.
He's holding on though.
Yeah,
He's
so that
pretty
Chief
strong.
Apothecary will be able to use a combat revival to bring a guy back and heal that guy up 3 wounds.
Okay.
So we'll have 2 guys left before I go. But yeah, we're still holding on to our 2 objectives over here on the back of the board, trying to keep the orcs off of us. We did survive the Wa, even though they did charge. It's the furthest across the field they've gotten. So let's go take a look and see what's happening in the middle of the battlefield for the Imperium.
Custodes got kind of mauled on this one after taking out the 2 greater demons, which is the coolest thing that could have happened today. We did get eventually killed by
First the Knights.
shot up a bunch of the Terminators, and basically down to Trajan Valoris and 1 Terminator. Assaulted the Dreadnought, got some wounds in, but then the Terminator squad here came in and killed them all.
These are the butchers?
The Butchers, yeah. So I got 4 guys left. I got 3 spears and a Vexillus guy holding the objective.
And the Knights of the Word got a Land Raider, as well as the Custodes, and a Razorback.
That's right, you took a vengeance on my Land Raider that shot you, and you finished him off. Alright, so let's see what we got over here with the Catachan Devils. How you doing over here, Matt?
Blown to pieces, man. Game over, man. My Chimera just got lit up by some chaos and exploded. And my Colonel, Dutch Schaefer, he's by himself with Billy and his dog. And these Catachans, they just watched a bunch of their friends get blown to pieces by the explosion. And it's just death mayhem. And there's nothing left. And I have a bunch of empty Chimera guys trying to hold back mountains of demons over there, so it's not looking good for the home team.
So it looks like there's a bloodletter on the objective over here in the center of the battlefield.
Farsight is is still holding out on the objective. It's just him surrounded by dreadnoughts and a disco lord, and I have three fire warriors and 2 random drones floating around. We have
All
not
right.
conceded the objective.
So we're
Farsight.
we're at the bottom of turn 4 here. Let's see if the Imperium can do one last push to get rid of these Chaos and Ork invaders and push them out of the city. Alright, so we're at the bottom of turn 4, and this is where we're going to be calling the game. So we were able to get into the middle here. I'm just going to remove this statue. And Gaz, I took him down to another 4 wounds, down to 2 in the assault phase with my Lightning Claw Terminators. You interrupted and wiped them all out in one sweep, right? You did.
No, I interrupted with the Gorkanaut.
Interrupted the Gorkanaut, took out the Dread. Gaz killed all 5 Terminators. Went to attack Pedro, but he had his chapter champion next to him, so he took the hits and he died. I couldn't kill Makari. I charged into him, but you made all your 2 up invulnerables, right? I put a lot of attacks into him, but he couldn't. He wasn't dead. So
You
that was
killed
the middle.
the orcs over here.
Yep, over there we killed with the Terminator. So we were able to do that, but I was able to hold on to the 2 objectives in the backfield.
That's right. I never got over there.
How did we do over here? Looks like flamers are on the objective along with the
Oh yeah, we got a bloodletter over there with a horn, blowing his horn on the objective, letting Korn know that he's won the day. We've got the Chaos Knights over here lit up a bunch of the Custodes.
And then they were having a bet on whether this Bloodthirster would survive. So Zinch was saying, probably not. Nurgle was like, yeah, he's annoying enough.
And the highlight of that was that the Valkyrie did 3 wounds to him, but he passed all his saves.
It's Vendetta.
Yeah, the Vendetta. And what's his name? Lieutenant
Colonel
Dutch?
The Colonel Dutch Schaefer ran in there and did 1 wound. Stuck a knife in the Bloodthirster. But all the other ones, that was the only wound. All the other guardsmen tried to no avail.
Alright, how'd you guys do down here?
Everyone's dead!
Farsight is no longer?
Dead!
There's not a single
Oh,
town
yeah.
to be found. Bob got a head
I
start on
had 2
going
trolls
home.
left, and they took off for the greater good.
This is what happens when you bring a knife to a gunfight.
It looks like this is under the control of the demons, this one. So, did they get a control of that over
Yeah,
here?
they took it.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They got him.
Yep.
Okay, so that is the end of our Apocalypse game. I started at 10 o'clock in the morning, and what time you guys got?
10.
10 at night.
10 exactly.
Alright, so 10 to
Goddamn.
10. Good day of battle. 8 players, 36,000 points. And it looks like the Chaos and Orks were able to control 4 of the 7 objectives, which makes them the winner. And down here in this part of the city, the manufactoroms were taken over, and the air generators and purifiers, they're all gone. And we move up into the fountain in the middle. And it looks like that area was also overrun. And then we go all the way down to the Orcs and the Crimson Fists on the far part of the city. And the Crimson Fists were able to hold off the last ditch effort to at least hold that part of the city. But that's it. It's a big battle. Great game in the Bellport Battle Bunker. And thanks for watching. See you next time.